Hello, my gorgeous ladies. Welcome to Lingerie and Lattes. It is a segment hosted by me, Olivia Drumaga. I founded Vulcanability, which is my movement for women and men to build monogamous relationships for a long term, based on two things, really. One, an understanding of who they are as a man or as a woman, and two, how to bridge the gap between our modern society, which is super focused on casual hookups, and the extreme of building a relationship that's truly meant to be something greater than we've actually allowed ourselves to even think that we can experience. With that being said, I have some interesting segments to chat about today. I have been going through an emotional turmoil myself, going through a breakup for the past few weeks, and that has taken such a big toll on me. It's taken a big toll on my body. So, our topic for today is about self-nourishment. So, many times when we start getting into a situation, something like a breakup or something like a career change or perhaps a housing situation or something financial, it puts us into an immediate stress mode. And the first way to combat that mode is to try to not get yourself out of it. Even though this might be counterintuitive because everything I'm sharing is about making yourself feel better, supposedly with the self-nourishment, it's not supposedly that there is that you're going to feel better. That is an actual result, but we need to sometimes let go of the expectation that we should not be experiencing negative emotions. And this is extremely difficult because the negative emotions are a gateway. It's a gateway for a lesson. So we assume that most of the times we're supposed to only exist in happiness, but truly, if we think about the greatest challenges and the greatest gifts, they have been a bit more difficult and perhaps also enveloped in a lot of negative emotions. If we start to think about this idea of self-nourishment, how does that look? So, frankly, I took on a mothering role for myself in these last 2 weeks because it felt like the floor from under my feet had been removed. So there was pretty much no appetite. There was basically no sleep that I've had for about a month or two. The last 2 nights have actually been no waking up in the middle of the night for the first time in over a month or two. And taking very small steps and feeling a little bit of encouragement from yourself is really the best way to start gifting yourself nourishment, which will also make yourself feel more connected to your body. And that actually exudes into the partnership, into the relationship. When we start to think about how do you self-nourish, the first thing that comes to mind is usually food of some sort. Well, what do you do if you have to nourish yourself with food, but you have absolutely no appetite? You start to find one small healthy item a day that you can accept to eat. And this could be as simple as a cup of blueberries. It could be as simple as one banana, but just having that little milestone goal and actually reaching it shows you that you do know how to take care of yourself. And it does show you that you can make your own self feel better, relying on things that are based around movement and a lot of body, not even expression, but really exhaustion is an extremely good way to self-nourish because it takes the mind out of the subject that it wants to latch onto and it puts you back into the moment. And once you start exhausting the mind, the body will follow. So focusing on movements that are perhaps a little bit more aggressive and explosive, something like a Tabata or a hit would be a great step if you're feeling that sort of angst or that powerful energy. I was not. So I had to do something a little bit more gentle and something along the lines of dancing or having yoga stretches or something yin practice. However, make sure you're not falling into just one category. If you feel like you naturally tend to gravitate towards the more aggressive, let's say boxing or these more intense workouts, do try to challenge yourself to balance and come back to a more yin receptive practice. Okay. So things that are extremely tiny milestones that you can set for yourself and you can reach those goals are going to be instrumental to self-nourishment. And self-nourishment is not just for the times that we are going through emotional turmoil. It's really a consistent practice, but when we are down in the pits, it's a lot easier to see it as a value. I hope this has been educational as always, and we will see each other next week, my beautiful ladies. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Vulcan Ability, and make sure you check out the Vulcan Ability Library, $25.